guys! Okay, so today I wanted to speak about fussy eating, and oh my god, do I know what it's like. So if you are going through fussy eating, like, I'm with you. I know exactly what it's like. The amount of tears that you shed as a parent, not them, you shed as a parent, and it is just so stressful. And I think one of the worst things is like actually getting stressed, because it just makes the whole thing just 10 times worse. It like fuels the fire, and then everyone's screaming and crying, and it's just an absolute nightmare. So one thing I want to speak about is hidden veg. Now, if your kids are really fussy, I mean, I'm quite lucky. Harry is pretty much okay with fruit and veg, but if you know, your kids will not eat vegetables. I mean, he's funny with things like sprouts and peppers, and just like not like peas, sweet corn, carrot, so that's sort of like as far as it goes. But yeah, if you wanted to get, you know, your kids eating vegetables, you know, like when you're around the table, people come over, it's really embarrassing, you kind of like stood there like looking at your child like, you will eat, you will enjoy it. I've been there, honestly, I've been there. So basically what I'm going to talk about today is hidden veg. Now, what is hidden veg? Hidden veg is when you are making a meal. For example, you can do it in spag bowl, you can do it in lasagna, you can do it in pretty much anything that has like some sort of like sauce. What you do is you cook a load of veg, like carrots, beans, whatever, and then you blend them all up into like, you know, like a mush, and then you can put it into stuff, and then they won't sit there and like pick it out and be like, oh look, there's a piece of carrot, oh look, there's a pea, I don't like that, and push it to the side of the plate, throw it on the floor, you know, like we've had as well. Just like, I think one of the biggest things with Harry was just like accepting the food on the plate. And now we've got there, and he's like, oh, I don't like that, and it's like, that's fine, just as long as it sits on your plate, like, you know, we're gonna get there one step at a time. He's like 4, and by now he should be eating, you know, decent amounts of foods, but to be honest, you know, every kid's different, so yeah, so what you need to do is ground it all up, and it's quite fun actually. You can make it, say like with mashed potato, you can like mush it into the mashed potato and say it's like multicoloured mash, like that's fun. You know, it's just a little thing. Or if your kids like burgers, you can ground up your mince, get some onion, ground up the onion, because the onion, I find it like, it sits like a leaf, like it, you can see it. So you've got to grind all that up and like mash it in with it, and, and add a little bit of gravy or something, and you know, it's okay. Like, it's okay if they don't eat it, but you know, in the real scheme of things, you do want them to actually get veg in. Now, if you've tried all that, if you know that's really not working for you, one of the things that I do, and also with Harry, and the reason I've got this spoon, is he will sit there and eat 1 pea at a time, and it is painfully slow, and then the rest of his food's gone cold, and he's like, oh, I don't want it, it's cold. Oh my god. And then you get angry and you think, breathe, it's not a big deal, it's not a big deal, so just breathe. Okay. Oh, so yeah, basically he's gonna sit there and eat 1 pea at a time. So what I do is I tend to do smoothies. This is actually a fruit one. It's got all sorts of things, including flax seeds, vitamins. It says on the back here it's got like apples, grapes, banana, strawberries, cherries, you know, all that. You can buy them, you can make them, it's cheaper. You can buy them, and it will have lots of these ingredients, but it'll also have things like beetroot juice, which is good, that's vitamins. And it will have like hidden things like that in it. So if you can't physically get your child to put food in their mouth, like I've struggled with Harry a lot, then get a smoothie, stick it on the side and be like, you know, this is a fruit smoothie, and you know, if worse comes to worse, they're going to drink it, you know, it's all good. So yeah, biggest tip, do not get stressed. I'm such a hypocrite, I know. Just the other day I was in floods of tears because my child would not eat that, but it is okay, just breathe, just, if you need to take 5 minutes, that's what I do. I take 5 minutes, I put myself on naughty step, I sit there thinking, Corrine, it's only food, he's not going to starve himself. Sometimes he does, but you know. So yeah, don't get stressed. I know I'm a hypocrite, I know I do it, I know we all do it, I know it's easy to say, and then when you're actually in the grand scheme of things and you have a 4-month-old baby like I do that doesn't sleep very well at the moment because he's going through a 4-month growth spurt, and then you have a 4-year-old on the other hand that's not wanting to eat anything, you're very tired, it's the end of the day, And what I tend to do actually is if I want to introduce a new food, I don't pick the evening. Do not pick the evening because they have come home from school or they are massively tired, they haven't had a nap. Don't pick the evening, they're tired, they're not going to want it. So what you need to do, try lunchtime, or even, you know, like little carrot sticks or something, you know, for a midway snack. You have like little bits of carrot and little bits of apple, you know, and you just have like one at a time, you know, just have an idea like that. Also, Harry's tried a new food this week. It is sweet potato fries, and he loves chips. If he could, there's a book called Harry Starts to Enjoy His Food. I'll have to show you in another video. And it's all about this little boy who loves chips and is really gutted every time he doesn't get chips for his meal. And I actually think it's so funny because it is Harry down to a T, and he loves chips. Now, I had some sweet potato fries. You can buy them McCain's. You know, you can buy them in Asda, I think, Sainsbury's, Iceland. And basically, I said to him, these are chips, but they're sweet chips. And he's like, oh, I like sweet things. I was like, yes, I know you do. You love sweets and chocolate or whatever. So he's like, yeah. So he tried them and he's like, they're really sweet. So sweet potato fries is made out of sweet potato. You can do it yourself. Buy a sweet potato, skin it, cut it up, cook it, and put it into little chip shapes, and then, you know, spray a bit of oil on, chuck them in the oven. That's a vegetable. That counts. So yeah, I hope that this has helped. Please don't get stressed. I know I'm a hypocrite and I do get stressed all the time, but I'm trying to give good advice here, and hopefully I'll be able to take my own advice one day. I'm actually really interested to see what Charlie will do, if he's really fussy eater. So yeah, that'll be very interesting. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, it is free. Give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye ladies!